Hello, everyone. I've been seeing a lot of questions in the group regarding um, layers and how to set them up and layer order, what happened to fill in line, and things like that. So I thought I would create a video regarding layers in Lightburn and kind of touch on the different questions that I've been seeing in hopes that it would help you along in your project. So what I have here is a little project I made for a friend of mine's grandson. It's a little key fob that you'd put on a key ring. So as you can see over in the right side over here, I have my layers. And the way Lightburn does things is it does them in order from top to bottom. So when you're building your project, you want to build it like you would a cake. You make your foundation, you have the cake, you frost it, you write on it, decorate it, and then you cut it. So you wouldn't necessarily cut the cake before you frosted it. Okay? So you want to make sure that your cut layer or line layer, cut layer, is always at the bottom, like I have here. Okay, so as you can see, I've got the border that it creates. It creates the text, creates the little Minecraft dude, and then it does the cutting. Okay, so if you set it up in that order, you should be golden. As I said, you don't want to have your cut layer prior to, you know, your text or whatever. Because what will happen is if you have your um, workpiece raised up, when you go and cut it, it's not going to be, it may not be level, or it may fall through or something like that. So then you go back to put your text on it and it's not there, or it's not level or whatever. Okay. The other question I had seen is regarding the fill and line. What happened to it? Well, since Lightburn did their update, it's now you have a layer, then you have a sub layer. Okay, so I'll show you with my text here how I have this set up. So my first part of that layer is going to be the fill. So that's where it's going to make the name. Okay, and I've got it set for 2000 speed, 50 power, and it's going to come in here and it's going to create the name. Then part two of the layer of this, or sub layer, whatever you want to call it, that's where it's going to come in and do the line. So it's going to outline each letter. And the reason for doing that, anytime you have text and you do the fill and then line, what that's going to do is it's going to come back, outline it, and it's going to make your text look a lot sharper. Okay, so you don't have little jagged edges in your text. All right, so to add a sub layer in this, all you would do is click the plus sign and then set it to fill or whatever you need it to do, and then just click OK. And as you can see over here, it says multi, meaning that it is a multi-part layer. Or if you don't want to do it that way, you can create another layer. So just have one for fill and then have another for line if you want to do it that way. It'll work just fine. Okay, so the other question I have seen is with what do I do with air assist and the cut layer, and I'm only supposed to use air assist for cutting, not engraving. How should I set that up? All right, the easiest way to do that how it works for me anyway, is I have the air assist on just a little bit to create a positive pressure in the nozzle. Okay, the pump that I have, I can vary the speed. Your pump you can vary the speed or vary the pressure, whatever. So I have it just on just a little bit. Okay, now I know that I'm going to have a cut layer. So what I will do is I will turn that layer off. So if I look at my preview up here, you will see that it's going to make the border, going to make the name, going to make the Minecraft dude, but it's not going to do any cutting. Alright, so what you do is you let it go through all that, let it engrave the border, the name, and the Minecraft dude. Then what you can do is turn the cut layer on and just come back in here and turn these off. So if I look at my preview again, now you see that it's going to the cut the wood, make the holes, and that's all it's going to do. It's not going to affect anything else. So after it's done cutting, your pieces should be done. Now, something else that a lot of people don't know this or don't understand how to do this. This is something that I've used this a number of times to when I've run into an issue. So I'll go ahead and turn my cut layer back off, and let's say that I've run this. Okay, so I've created the Minecraft dude, created the text, created the border, but let's just say my name here isn't dark enough for me. I need it darker. So what I can do is for that particular layer is I can turn off the Minecraft dude, I can turn off the border and just leave the name. Okay, you can see in the preview here, just see the name. So now what I can do is I can come in here and either adjust the power, or I can hit start and just run it again. Okay, that's an easy way to do it. Or another way you can do this, let me turn these back on. Okay, another way to do it is I can come in here, make sure I'm on my pointer, click the text, then click cut selected graphics. Alright, so if I click that, now even though everything is turned on, I come over here, it's only going to do the name. Okay, because that's the only thing that's selected, and that's using the cut selected graphics selection over here. So now if I turn that back off, you'll see that everything is going to engrave. So I hope that helps everyone. And just a quick addition is, if I don't believe I mentioned it, but you can change the order of your layer. So you put your project together and your cut layer is not at the bottom. You can use the arrow key, as you see here, and you can change the order of the layers to make it work for you. All right. So I hope that helps. And if you have any questions or anything, um, please feel free to leave me a question in the group or here on YouTube. And of course, hit the like button. And thanks for watching.